Hi guys, welcome to the channel. So today I kind of trying to squeeze in again between the rainstorms and the showers to pick up some wood and move it around basically. Still dealing with the cuts from the cedar that was harvested and kind of the bigger limbs and whatnot that's laying around the property. I actually listed quite a bit of the wood on Marketplace on Facebook and ended up having probably, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 folks come out with their pickups and trailers and whatnot and just basically get free wood. I cut it up and piled it up and then kind of monitored who was coming and when they were coming and kind of worked through the logistics of getting people out here one or two at a time to pick up wood. It's kind of fun giving it away, but didn't want people, sawing logs on the property and whatnot, because you never know what can happen. So what I'm doing now is, like I said, just squeezing in some work between the rain. We're kind of off of Highway 30 in Oregon on the way to the coast, and so it tends to be a little bit wet this time of year. And so when you get those breaks in the weather, you definitely, if you want to get out there, that's the time to do it. And so just basically out there picking up some wood. I'm going to pile up these remnants that I've found. Some of them are big branches. Some of them are a couple pieces of trees here and there that they took down for us. And I'm going to pile those up and again probably offer them up to folks for free. We have 3 pellet stoves here, not currently burning wood, and we'll probably keep a little bit of wood here and there, but for the most part I really don't want to store the wood. I want to try to clean up this mess of stuff that I have. So anyway, I managed to get a few bucket loads stowed away on the big wood pile, or the little wood pile, before the rains came back. And I actually took my trash forks off earlier in the week. When those are on, I can actually get quite a bit more wood in the bucket. But for what I needed to move today, I didn't think it was worth throwing those back on. So basically just using the bucket, and it still holds a pretty good load. Definitely easier than wheelbarrowing it back and forth. But if you tuned in for the special secret for the backhoe, that's what's coming up next in the video. Enjoy.
Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Looks like it's kind of bouncing around. Oh well. Anyway, it's going to do a short little video and talk about something that I discovered that I didn't see anybody else talking about, and probably because everybody else figured it out on their own and didn't see a need for a video. But what the heck. What I noticed is when I'm fueling a tractor, fueling spot is right here. When I'm fueling a tractor and the backhoe's on, pretty tight with where the seat's at. And so I got poking around and looking, and I saw that there's some channels under here that look like they would do something or make the seat move or whatnot. But I tried to move the seat, it would not move. Then I saw another YouTuber with another Kioti backhoe, and his seat was tipped out of place, or tipped up, and I thought, well, that must be what those channels are about. I need to figure out why mine's not moving. So I knocked that pin out that's down there and figured out that probably from the factory it was just bolted down real tight, and so it wouldn't move. So I loosened the bolts a little bit. I do have lock nuts on the other side, And once I loosen the bolts and put that pin back in, the seat locks right out of place and sits up just like this. You're able to keep the weather off when you're using the tractor and not using the backhoe. And it also makes it a lot easier for fueling. So I thought that this engineering design was pretty clever and pretty cool, and wish I had discovered it earlier rather than wrestling around with fueling and whatnot, and also hopping into a wet seat a couple times. But anyway, that's what this video is about. I thought the setup was pretty cool, and being able to lock this up and out of place, or out of the way when you need to, is kind of nice. What are a couple other features that I like? Probably elementary to most, but I think they're pretty cool, maybe because this is my first real tractor. Locking pin that's back here for the backhoe. This one right here, I'll tilt you down a little bit so you can take a look at that, where that goes. Just keep everything from moving when you're traveling around and not using the backhoe. And you pull that out, and it's got a nice little spot right here that it drops into. And I think that's pretty cool. Just drops in there. Keeps it nice and secure. It doesn't bounce around because it's got a rubber kind of a grommet thing it sits in. Same thing with the locks on the arms down here. These bolts that hold these locks for the downriggers are spring loaded in the back, and so they have some flexibility when you go to lock them back in place, which I think is a pretty cool feature. And they go right into place real easy, which is nice. And then of course you got the main lock here, which you drop into place when you're not using it. So, and that's spring loaded also, so it just pops up when you take the pressure off. So all those little features and engineering things I think are pretty awesome. I think that's about it. I just wanted to share that little tidbit. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye.